Have you ever gotten in serious trouble? This bully Carson had been making my life hell for months, shoving me into lockers, calling me names, stealing my lunch money. Classic stuff, but it was getting worse. The teachers knew. I'd reported it 3 times. Each time they'd give him a warning and tell me to try to get along better. My parents had even called the school twice. Nothing changed. That Tuesday started normal. I was walking out of algebra, thick hardcover textbook in my hands, when Carson appeared. He'd been waiting by the water fountain. "Hey, loser," he said, stepping right into my path. "You owe me $5 from yesterday." I didn't owe him anything. This was just his latest shakedown tactic. "I don't have any money," I said, trying to walk around him. He shoved me hard against the lockers. My back slammed into the metal with a loud bang. "Find some," he said, getting in my face, "or I'll make you find some." That's when something in me snapped. I still had that algebra book in my right hand. 3 pounds of hardcover textbook, corner reinforced with metal binding. Carson pulled back his fist, grinning like he was about to enjoy this. I swung the book as hard as I possibly could, right at his extended arm. The sound was sickening, like a branch breaking. His scream echoed down the entire hallway, high-pitched and panicked. His arm bent at this horrible angle that arms definitely shouldn't bend at. He dropped to the floor, cradling his arm and crying. Teachers came running from everywhere. Mrs. Hamilton, Mr. Williams, even the janitor. They took one look at Carson writhing on the ground and immediately started yelling at me. "What did you do? How could you hurt someone like this? You're in serious trouble, young man." 20 minutes later, I'm sitting in the principal's office like a criminal. Carson had been taken to the hospital. His mom showed up first, still in her work scrubs, absolutely furious. She was pointing at me and screaming, "That little psychopath broke my son's arm. I want him expelled. I want him arrested. We're going to sue for medical bills, pain and suffering, everything." Principal Meyer was nodding along, taking notes. "We take violence very seriously here. This was an unprovoked attack with a weapon. Carson is a good kid," his mom continued. "He's never been in trouble. This came out of nowhere." I tried to speak up. "He's been bullying me all year." "That's enough," Principal Meyer snapped. "We'll be the police." That's when my dad walked in. He'd gotten the call at work and driven straight over. Principal Meyer straightened up. "Mr. Thompson, thank you for coming. We need to discuss your son's violent behavior today." My dad looked at me, then at Carson's mom, then back at the principal. "What exactly happened?" "Your son viciously attacked Carson with a textbook, broke his arm. We're treating this as assault with a weapon." Carson's mom jumped in again. "My poor baby is at the hospital getting surgery. This monster could have ended him." Dad listened quietly. Then he asked, "Where's the security footage?" "Well, we don't have cameras in that particular hallway." "So you're taking one person's word about what happened?" "We have witness statements." "From who? Kids who saw 30 seconds of a fight?" Principal Meyer was getting uncomfortable. "Your son admitted to hitting Carson with the book." "In self-defense?" Dad asked, looking right at me. I nodded. Dad turned back to the principal. "This is the same Carson we've called about 3 times this year? The one who's been bullying my son for months? Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys." Dad's voice got dangerous. "My son comes home with bruises, and you tell me boys will be boys?" Carson's mom tried to interrupt. "That's completely different. Your son used a weapon." Dad looked right at her. "Your son has been physically assaulting mine all year. Where were you then? Where were these teachers then?" Dad stood up. "Either you press charges against both kids for fighting, or we'll be talking to lawyers." Principal Meyer's face went pale. "Now, let's not be hasty. We're done," Dad said firmly. He looked at me. "Get your stuff. We're leaving." We walked out of that office together. No suspension.